Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in '71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first carry for Rashad White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Graves. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Graves. Complete right side to Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Opting to run again here with White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, Graves. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll pitch it out to White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. In motion left goes a tight end. Back to throw. Graves eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The tight end in motion right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fields now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this. On 1st down, it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 53 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Otten. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They stay on the ground with White. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. White running to the left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Graves completes it to Miller. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. To throw on 3rd down. Graves on the slant. He's got Davis. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Go, Reed, go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket.
But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Logan Hall is there for the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now it's Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Graves. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go with White on the counter, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Fields on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. In motion left is Beckham. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again is Fields. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 10. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action, Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Fields now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action. Graves. Big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll go up the middle with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. White, he'll try the left side, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Looking to throw. Graves. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter. To throw again on second down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Fields. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Get it. Hey, check that. Street.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Graves. Quick slant to Otten. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll dump this one off here to White. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Graves. And now here's another interception. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.